Hi, this is Theo from PuckerBlocks.com. Today I want to show you this fountain pen. This is the Noodler's Neponset Flex Nib fountain pen. Let's take a closer look. This is a fountain pen made by Noodler's, one of their different variations of fountain pen. This particular one is called Neponset. It's made of acrylic resin. You can see some of the design. It has some sort of volume, and then when you turn it towards the light, you can see some sort of sparkle that's inside. It looks almost like marble to me. They have different colors. Mine is the blue color one. There's also the yellow one, and also different ones that you can check out from their website. It's quite a big pen compared to the Sharpie marker. It's a bit long, and diameter also is quite thick. The cat arm screws, and inside you have the nib. Let me just show you how it refuses. It comes with an inbuilt cartridge, inbuilt refueling system, which uses the plunger. And when you unscrew the body, immediately the nasty smell comes out. It smells quite bad. And I've bought this pen for several months already. The smell is still there. This is an issue with many of Noodler's pen. They smell very bad, but when you put the body back on, the smell goes away. So I think that section there has some problem. Let's take a closer look at the nib. There's not much design on the nib except for the words Noodler's. So the special thing about this nib is it has 2 slits, 3 tines. So that would give it more ink flow. That's the feed section. From what I've seen so far, the ink flow is pretty fantastic. It's able to catch up with how much the nib is putting out. And even though Noodler said that this is a flex nib, the nib is actually made of steel, but there's no flex at all. I mean, if you want to press hard, of course the nib will flex, but when you compare it to vintage flex nib or even modern flex nib like the Namiki Falcon, this one is really very stiff. You really have to press very hard in order to get more ink out. So let me just demonstrate and let you see what I mean. When you use it at normal pressure, it's sort of like a broad nib. It's not very smooth, but it's not scratchy. I would say 3 out of 5 in terms of smoothness. So you can get all these uniform strokes pretty well. Ink flow is good. And if you press really hard, you get to see that the tines will split and you get these really very thick strokes. And these are the thick strokes. Notice how the tines is opening up. I'm sure you can see. So when the tines open up, you get more ink, and because there are more ink, it will take a while for it to dry as well. Let me do a drawing using the thin and thick strokes. Using thick for the glasses, I'm actually drawing a person here. So you can get variations easily, but you do have to press hard on the nib to get those variations out. And when you press hard, the strokes that you get are pretty bold and really quite strong, pretty striking. And use thin lines for the shading part, and thick lines for when you want the emphasis. Can you use the light touch for hatching? I'm not sure if you can hear the scratching sound, but it's not too bad actually, but it's definitely not the smoothest pen I've used before, of course. You cannot get the thick lines when you're hatching because, I mean, you can, but it will be a challenge to really go and press on every line. So that's it, that's the sketch. Let me zoom in closer. The Noodler's Neponset fountain pen is a good pen, but I will not say that it's exceptional. It's under $100. The build quality is alright, but the main issue I have with this pen is really the bad smell that you get whenever you just unscrew the body. It's really very smelly. So, but once you cap it back on, it's alright. The most interesting thing about this pen, of course, is the nib, the two slits, so you can get a really very broad stroke when you press down. This is not a flex, I will not call this a flex pen because you have to press really hard to get the extra bold strokes. But the variation you can get with this pen is from bold to extra bold, so if you really like bold lines, striking artworks, this could be the pen for you. That's all for this week's fountain pen review. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section below. I will also post a scan to my drawing earlier. And remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'll be posting more fountain pen reviews, sketchbook features, as well as sketching tips and techniques. Thanks and have a nice day.